Hi guys, in this video we'll discuss about the simulation of heat pipe in ANSYS Fluent. Heat pipe has three sections mainly. One is condenser, adiabatic and evaporator section, where we can have evaporation at the evaporator section and the condensation at condensation section, so that they have a vice versa motion and it will have a continuous heat transfer with respect to evaporator and condenser. As it evaporates, it condenses in the condenser section, it comes back to evaporator, again the process repeats. So I have considered a publication where I have taken the dimensions, the condenser section of the given length 200 mm, adiabatic of 80 mm, evaporator section of 120 mm total. In that working media as this one, what I have considered, the dimensions are already present uh, in the paper publication. I will just write the name of the publication in the description. You can check out the link. And the walls are maintained at 200 degrees centigrade in evaporator section, and adiabatic it is there is no heat flux, and for cold it is 10 degrees centigrade. So in the evaporator section, part is been passed with water. So now I'll just show the mesh of the above construction what I have made. So now this is the mesh in which consider the named sections. So working media, evaporator section, adiabatic section, condenser section, heated walls, adiabatic wall, and the condensed wall. So I'll just directly go into Fluent. This is already solved in a publication. So this is for your reference, how you need to have the heat pipe approach. And I just forgot to say this is a wickless heat pipe. It's not a wicked heat pipe. In the wicked heat pipe, there is support of capillarity also to enhance the heat transfer rate. So, and the gravity now in the shown figure is in the y direction, that is minus y direction, it is minus 9.81. And I have taken consider transient condition with the models activated as mixture. uh, and after activating the mixture, you just need to go to the materials. So in the materials you can just import water liquid for the fluid, and for mixture, air water mixture I have created. I have renamed that air water. So in the names you can see, so this is water vapor, H2O plus air. So it is a combination of air and water vapor. So the density is ideal gas density. Specific heat I've considered. So this has my coefficients, Cp value, which vary with respect to temperature in this way. These things are taken considered from the paper publication itself. Yeah. So closing it. Viscosity and mass diffusivity, I have left it as given by Fluent. Now in the mixture properties, I have considered phases, where water liquid is my primary phase, and in the secondary phase there are two species. One is air, other is water vapor. So I have to consider the diameter as default 1 e power minus 5. So click on OK. And in the phase interactions, so firstly, this is the model what I have used. For mass transfer, I have used water liquid to phase air water vapor. In that, only species is water vapor, because water liquid only converts into water vapor. Similarly, here water vapor air, in which water vapor converts into water liquid. So this is condensation, and the above one is evaporation. So in the evaporation, it need to have a high rate. So I have given evaporation frequency as 10, and the boiling temperature is 60 degrees. These are considered from the publication. Similarly, in the condensation process, evaporation frequency is 0.1 and the condensation frequency is 10. So condensation frequency is more compared to the evaporation frequency here. And the saturation temperature is again 60 degrees. Okay. Okay. Surface tension between air, water and water liquid, what I have taken is value considered here is constant 0.072. I have not considered any wall adhesion here. If there is any wall adhesion, that is important, that is capillarity action that we need to consider. I have not considered here. This is for a tutorial, so you can consider that wall adhesion also if it's required for you. And the energy is on, and viscosity is a laminar. So after that, I'll be going into the cell zone conditions, in which is a fluid mixture. So adiabatic section, condenser section, evaporating section, working media. And in the walls, as I stated, In the heated wall section, the temperature should be 200 degrees centigrade. So it means 473 Kelvin. So I'm using ANSYS academic version, so it is less than 50,000 count. So and temperature is 473 Kelvin. And for the cooled walls, it is 283, that is 10 degrees centigrade. Adiabatic, there is no heat flux, so heat flux is 0. Now I've initialized given a standard initialization with the temperature of these values, and after that you need to patch it. So while patching, I went to air water vapor fraction. Air water vapor would be present only in these three sections: adiabatic, condenser, and evaporation section. So click all these three things and patch it with 0. So there is no water vapor present here. And sorry, in the working medium also you can connect, there is no water vapor, so it is 0. And you just deselect working media now again and click on volume fraction, and the air water vapor fraction is 1 in all these three sections. So these three sections are filled with air water vapor. Next, after that you go to working media, so deselect all, go on into working media, and the volume fraction of air water vapor in the working media is 0 because it is filled with water only. And click on patched reconstructed interface, so it has a geometric modeling in a good way, so that's the reason. And after that you can just check it down, graphics, how the fractions are present, compute, display. So now it is more clear now. So water liquid is up to this point, and the remaining everything is vapor or air water vapor mixture, so it is 0. So after that you can run calculation. So these are the time step size 0.001 seconds, and number of time steps I have given a maximum time step number. So now the run has been started. So I have limited resources in the laptop, so it will take some time. So we'll come